The teacher's role is evolving, and there is need for a committed and continuous personal in-service training if they are to raise the bar to provide education that is globally relevant to the awards. This was the submission of the keynote speaker, Dr. Adeyinka Adewale, at an education workshop on how to build and sustain a resilient and flourishing educational and training system.
As the global population begins to age, Africa's young workforce is now attractive to the rest of the world. Everybody wants a piece of Africa. If Africa is producing the youngest workforce that is going to become the attention of the globe, and everybody wants to employ African youth in their organizations, have we given them the education that can make them command their pay's worth at the highest level? Let me put it in another way to you. Are you raising a new set of slaves or a new set of empowered people?
He said this is imperative as Nigeria is facing global irrelevance with the kind of education teachers provide.
Between 2005 and 2015 or till date, we're struggling with one other crisis, as the crisis of global irrelevance. Do you see how we have turned the full circle round? The first crisis was irrelevance, but now the crisis is no longer just mere irrelevance, but global irrelevance. What do I mean by global irrelevance? Very simple. Do you think that our education system as it is relevant enough to churn out people who can compete with their counterparts in other parts of the world?
According to him, the teachers play a huge role in the evolution of Africa.
The assignment you have on your hands right now, dear educators, is bigger than your balance sheet and your ledger books. We're talking about a generation that is about to waste away if your interventions are not sufficient and adequate. I'm trying to re-engineer how you see your job. You are playing a pivotal role in the history of a continent. You are like doctors, only that you don't take them into an operation room. And many people can die in our hands.
Educators and education administrators at the workshop speak on their experience.
This workshop is an eye-opener to show that Nigerian education system still has a lot to be improved upon. And we as educators will have a great role to play in the lives of children, because we are molding them for not only Nigeria, but for the global world.
Something needs to be done by the government, then at our own local level too, just like the facilitator said. I'm taking it that, well, even though we are trying to teach the children to pass their exam, the WAEC syllabus and all the syllabus, we should be able to add something that will be able to help these children so that they can conform and they'll be able to measure up to the global standard.
It's quite insightful because, in fact, a lot of areas that we never thought relevant, we thought it shouldn't be part of what you should do as an educator, has been brought out to the core totally.
Let it be that in the near future, as promoted by this workshop, education providers in Nigeria will evolve and focus on raising not a new set of slaves, but a whole new set of empowered young people who will drive the growth of Africa and the world.